Hello, how are you? My name is Kyrie and his name is not Afton. Anyways, I am super excited because this is my first official video. So please ignore the audio quality, I'm using a phone, and here we go. Fairly recently, we discovered this guy and this guy aren't Afton. In fact, they are a program called the Mimic One. The Mimic One can, mimic any person or animatronic it sees, basically making it the best way to mass-produce animatronics without putting too much time or resources into them. It was originally used as a distraction for a child while their parent worked on animatronics, but after an incident involving the Mimic, it was destroyed in a blind rage by its creator and abandoned. When it got mangled, agony was infused with it, the agony of losing a child. This gave it that good old supernatural FNaF juice to fuel it and made it hostile towards people. Long story short, after a murder spree, the Mimic isn't heard from much until the events of Special Delivery, Help Wanted, and Security Breach. But I don't think it was just gone during that time. In fact, it was doing a lot of things, including hunting down Michael and Fazbear Frights, getting burnt to a crisp, and being called Afton numerous times. Now, I know it sounds insane, but hear me out. The Five Nights at Freddy's Encyclopedia, though a questionable source at best, has some lines in it that back up my theory pretty nicely, mainly the classification of Springtrap and Scraptrap. Springtrap is considered just an animatronic suit, but Scraptrap is considered a human, and also called William Afton. Why would the same person be classified as different things? And in UCN, similarly to the encyclopedia, he's called William Afton, not Scraptrap. This isn't just some weird naming. This is Scott pointing out that Afton is Scraptrap, but not Springtrap. My biggest point comes from the fourth closet. While I don't think the book lore is 100% canon to the games, I do think it helps us explain them as they parallel. In the fourth closet, Jessica finds out that Afton is still alive. In fact, he just has an animatronic endo that has a program that controls animatronics play as Springtrap. Which is exactly what I think happens in the games. The Mimic helps code the animatronics choreography, which is like what Afton's endo does. Now I'm sure a lot of you are saying, but we saw William die. While I understand why you'd think that, I want you to watch this death scene very closely. Did you see it? It's completely okay if you didn't. But Afton never stops twitching. We never see a definitive death. We just assume because of all the blood in him crumbled on the floor. But in the books, he's escaped Springlock failures, so he could easily do it again. When the spirits leave, William could escape and put an endo disguised as Springtrap in the safe room. When you think about it, after 30 years, William's fleshy bit should have decayed since there were still ways for natural decomposers to get in. In the end, all that would be left would be a suit and a spirit. Staying on the topic of the books for a bit. When Jessica first finds Springtrap in the fourth closet, he's dancing and singing about her dying. But his dance seems oddly familiar to the Glitch Trap dance in the ending of FNaF VR, hinting at the fact that Springtrap and Glitch Trap are one and the same, or at least related somehow. I feel like Springtrap and William being different people sort of helps the whole FNaF thing be a bit, less repetitive. William isn't always coming back, he's only done it maybe once or twice. Meanwhile, it's actually the Mimic coming back more often, but it just evens things out, and it helps explain some of the naming and stuff that's happened, so please take it with a grain of salt, of course. This is just a theory, and don't be at my throats, please.